It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Morgan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the right. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now rolling to the left. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's crease corn. Snowed under by the defense.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morgan. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to pass, it's Morales. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Handoff to the single back. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. On the run, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Morales. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, I understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Plows through the defense.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. And
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Under fire. With the catch, it's pre-scored. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. To kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morales. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Strachan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd ball, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Keeps the play going. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Moving out of the pocket. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled the number 4. He picks up the 1st down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too, but when you think...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Morales. Gonna let it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to get this defense off to a good start. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
To his left, out of the pocket. Got his man.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the Trojans are on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Morales. Makes the catch, it's Washington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll go to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
On the ground, it's Jordan. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Gets away. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And the Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Dropping back, it's Morales. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Off the RPO, complete. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Next, going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you've got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final in one of the game's richest rivalries between Texas A&M and Arkansas. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for space. It's Washington. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to pass. It's Morales. It's complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out for the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gonna look downfield again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's a return from midfield. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you.